Good afternoon. This is Dale Snyder with the Snyder Group at Keller Williams Realty here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I just wanted to go over how to get your offer accepted in this current market. You know, our inventory is down drastically and it's very competitive. So we're going to start by doing first-time home buyers. Then we're going to go into, the average owner that's, not doing the needing all your closing costs covered FHA loan. And then we're going to go into the investors. So it's really three different segments. And if we want to break it down even more, we'd have to go by price range. If you're looking to spend $1 million, $2 million, that's a totally different market. But let's just assume that the average person watching this video is looking to spend about $70,000 to about $500,000, which is really the bulk of what's happening in our market. So right now we have about a 2-month supply of inventory. We are seeing multiple offers on pretty much everything that we're personally listing. I think we have about 50, 60 listings. And every one of them, we put them on the market. If they're priced within the threshold of the market, they're selling with multiple offers. So I can tell you first and foremost, one of the things that my team and myself looks at when we have 5 offers on the table is, does the agent know how to write an offer? I mean, that's the first thing. I mean, they scribble all over it. They don't include an approval letter. They don't have proof of funds. They don't even check all the boxes. They ask for unrealistic things that the bank isn't going to cover on a short sale. So that's the first thing we're going to look at is the agent organized? So if your agent's writing an offer that it's just a disaster, I mean, you shouldn't be working with them first and foremost. And unfortunately, we throw aside probably 50% of our offers because they're not even written properly. So we have to do like a 3-page counteroffer just to get the proper offer put back to the bank. So enough with that. I could go on all day about that one. So if you're a first-time home buyer, get ready for some stiff competition. 50-60% of our buyers right now are paying cash. So if you're FHA needing closing costs covered, you've just got to, I don't want to say a tough road ahead of you. Because if you're working with one of the buyer's agents on our team, we know how to structure the offer and get in rapport with the agent to give you the highest likelihood of getting your offer accepted. But one, try to make the offer as clean as you can. Don't ask for, little things. Go above the last comp a little bit, but be within reason. Don't submit your offer 10% above the last comp, because we know and the banks know that your strategy is to get your offer accepted, then the appraisal is going to come in, and then you're going to come back and say, well, this is all we're willing to pay. So everybody knows that game. So one of the things I would suggest for people looking as first-time home buyers, or even people that are looking to buy and you're not a first-time home buyer doing a conventional loan with maybe 20% down, is the new construction market. The pricing is very favorable right now. In Summerlin, there's new construction, Southwest, Northwest, Henderson. There is a lot of new construction product out there. Yeah, you're going to pay about $10 per foot more, but you're getting a brand new home. You're getting to pick the upgrades that you want. You're going to get your closing costs covered by the preferred lender, and there's not going to be the competition. So if you are getting outbid or having just some frustration in the market, I would look at the new construction product. Let's move on to investors now. This is a very tricky sector right now. I work with a lot of portfolio investors, and I wrote probably 20 offers in the last week alone and got 4 accepted. And this is cash, list price, or above that we're offering, not asking for anything. So it's very competitive. One that you need to know as an investor is a lot of the Fannie and Freddie or government-backed properties have a 30-day hold where they don't even allow an investor to make an offer on them. The others, where you can make the offer, it's like getting the cash-on-cash return to make sense. So there's very few that are going to make sense from an investment standpoint. So if the list price on that property is giving you a 5 to 8% cash-on-cash return, or let me back it up. If it's appearing to be a 7-8% cash-on-cash return, you're going to have to offer more than list price on that property, because there's going to be investors paying cash that are going to go above the list to factor in getting about a 5% return on their money. So it's a very competitive game. If you're having tough time with the REOs, which is less than a 1-month supply, REOs meaning bank-owned homes, I would strongly suggest cherry-picking the short sales, meaning qualifying the agent, making sure they have a good processing team that's going to process the short sale, how many loans are on the property, are there HOA liens, are there tax liens, what's the likelihood of this short sale going through. because there's going to be less competition and you're going to be able to get a better deal. The REOs or bank-owns are selling at a higher price than the average short sale, and the average short sale is in better condition. Hasn't been an abandoned home that's been stripped. It's a home oftentimes that's more upgraded that the homeowner had an emotional attachment to, and it's taken them longer to come to the realization that they're going to lose their property. So oftentimes you're going to get a more upgraded product. I know I just rattled off a lot of things here, but I felt this video was very important to go over today because there is a lot of frustration and difficulty in getting your offers accepted from the agents to the first-time buyers, average buyer, and investors. So if you'd like to discuss this in more detail on how to strategize, please reach out to me. Give me a call. You can find me on our website. Once again, this is Dale Snyder with the Snyder Group at Keller Williams Realty, talking to you about the market here in Las Vegas. Enjoy your weekend.